Now, Kristen, it's time to get your Christmas tree. Is it up at your house yet?
This is a sore subject because I've been waiting for a week for Landon to go pick it up, and it's not ready yet. But I like to have mine. Thanksgiving was late this year, and I really like to have it up as long as possible, as long as it stays fresh.
Is it a real tree?
Of course, I can't do fake.
No, the smell is not the same.
No, it's not. I know I'm all about the real trees, and I like to get mine flocked, which is what's taking so long. And I'm not alone in my love for the real deal. The number of real trees purchased in the U.S. rose from 27.4 million in 2017 to 32.8 million last year. That's according to the National Christmas Tree Association. This week, TWILA's Karl Wiggers takes us to a Washington Parish farm where you can bring home much more than a beautiful Christmas tree.
Rolling hills of Christmas trees. It's high time to find yourself on a sleigh ride through Steele's Christmas Tree Farm. That's what Max and Abigail are up to today. Kevin Steele says that's what his farm is all about.
And the thrill of the old-time thought of going out into the woods and to cut a native tree and bring it into your home and decorate it. We've taken a lot of the hard work out of that. We cultivate our trees, and we have beautiful rolling hills here, and the people can come out and enjoy a time of fellowship, and they make memories that last a lifetime.
They're making memories buying this Leland cypress Christmas tree.
We inventory about 7,000 trees on our farm. We have 5 different fields on a 5-year rotation. So each year we open a new field. If we happen not to sell out that field, those trees are our bigger trees for the next year. I have never been able to grow a tree too big that I can't sell.
That includes this monster he sold this week that has been growing here for more than a decade.
It was 18-foot Leland cypress. He was probably around between 10 and 12 years old, and we sold it to the parish government for St. Bernard. They bought an 18-foot and a 16-foot.
Whether it's an 18-foot beauty or a more standard size like this one, Steele says the memories grown here are more priceless than any tree.
You can buy a Christmas tree anywhere. When you come here, I want you to create a memory with your children or your grandchildren that when you're gone, they're going to remember. I went with Mimi and Papa, and we used to cut down a tree.
Steele's Christmas Tree Farm is a treat for the entire family, but their trees are going fast. Kevin said the beautiful weather last weekend made for a busy time on the farm, and families were out in full force picking their perfect tree. If you'd like to get out there and find a tree for your home or business, the time is now. To plan your trip out there, head over to our website at twilatv.org. And you guys, it was a fun day. It was a beautiful weather. It was great weather last weekend. I went out this week, and it was again beautiful weather. And the farm is beautiful. You just see rows and rows and rows of trees, and it's pretty neat to see how he has it laid out. And it's just like a normal old farm. The crop's a little different than what I'm used to.
It's about more than just the tree, though. It's got to be about the experience when you're out there.
Yeah, it for sure is. And the couple you saw in the story, they just ate it up. It was their first time they'd been out there, and they were just like, oh my gosh, this is where it's at. It's not, it's so much better than going to a big box store, because you have, walking out through the rows of trees and picking your own. There's something to it. It's fresh.
And it'll last longer.
Yeah, it was really fun to go out and be out there doing that.
And you won't have one of those Charlie Brown trees.
Well, I see that you didn't bring us a Christmas tree as a souvenir.
You already have yours on your way.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know when I have it. But the last time you were here, you also promised that you were going to bring us some lettuce from your hydroponic garden.
I remember you also referenced it's not magic lettuce.
I know, but I saw some sprouts. So
I do have some on the way.
Give us an update.
An update. Okay, so
any.
I've got about 40 heads of lettuce in my system now already. Over Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving, I went up to Winsboro, of course, to see my family, but I also went to Rayville and visited Mr. Rory again, and he helped me out with some fertilizer, kind of fine-tuning some things, and I asked him some more questions. He sent me with 2 flats of plants that he'd already had seeded, and a couple of weeks down the road from mine that I just seeded that week. So I have 3 sets of lettuce now.
Okay.
It's growing really well. The only difference is it's outside, so it's not quite as pretty and pristine as in a greenhouse with no wind or rain or anything like that.
You ever get your water level issue fixed?
I did. So I had to put a valve and do more tinkering and let my inner redneck out as I figured it out. But it was really fun. And
redneck engineering, never put it down.
It was fun, but I did figure it out. I was putting too much water into the first pipe before it could flow through the rest of the system. So
Well, I've been working on Dad trying to get him to get rid of the chickens and start the hydroponic lettuce.
Hey, I'd love to come out there.
He's not quite on board yet.
It's a hard sell,
Maybe
probably.
you can convince him.
I'd love to.
Is anything already eating them?
I haven't had any critters yet.
Okay.
I do have a dog now that might be trying to find his way up to some lettuce. I don't know, do dogs like lettuce, Kristen?
No, they're.
Well, he might irrigate it for you, but I mean.
It's off the ground.
Yes.
I think I'm safe from that. But yeah, no critters yet. The biggest issue's been the wind and rain and leaves falling and trying to keep the holes clean from too much dirt getting in there. So
Awesome.
it's pretty fun.
We'll track the
I
progress.
love it.
Thank you very much, Karl Wiggers.